Now, to delve deeper into the policy signals from China's two sessions and more, we're very pleased to be joined by a group of panelists. At this hour in Beijing, we have Zhou Mi, Deputy Director of the Institute of American and Oceania Study from the Chinese Academy of International Trade and Economic Cooperation. In Munich, Germany, we have Benedikt Sobotka, Managing Partner of Alpha Future Funds and also founding co-chair of Global Battery Alliance. And in Beijing, we have Yang Zhilei, Vice President of Shuguang Storage. Welcome, gentlemen. Director Zhou, let me ask you first. We've heard from Premier Li Qiang a lot of data, figures, growth targets of 5%, around 5%, the same as last year, deficit spending up, and also a relatively proactive policy mix. How do you expect these policy signals to be, transpiring into policies on the ground and to give a boost to the Chinese economy, which apparently has been slowing?
Yes, I agree with you that the world is trying to listen to the messages that two sessions are going to deliver. Well, in my understanding, there may be three kinds of messages we can get from the two sessions. The first one is that China is trying to be more stabilized. I mean, for the economy, we know that China is one of the largest economies in the world. So the stabilization is not only important for China's economy, but also important for our trading partners. So they depend on the import of China. Second, I think that China is trying to make more efforts on the development from the domestic market, like the consumption. We are trying to promote more things to do with the consumers' abilities and create better scenarios for them to expand their consumptions. And that is definitely good, not only for the enterprises, but also important for the stabilization of the global trade. And third one is something to do the innovations. That we can find that a lot of new messages and sectors are being included in this report. So I expect there are more policies to do with that. As you asked about the policies in actions, I believe that all these messages are together to show that the Chinese government is trying to use a package of all related policies to make it happen and give a very strong signal to the market and make the enterprises to believe that we can do it.
Right. Benedikt, let me turn to you. Zhou, let me ask you about this. Premier Li Qiang said China will, quote unquote, advance integrated and clustered development of strategic emerging industries. And that includes bio manufacturing, quantum technology, embodied AI, and 6G technology. Wow, that is quite a leap, I would say, from where we are right now. What specific policies do you see as needed to further boost, the development or the emergence of these industries? And where is China right now when it comes to all these sectors? You can pick a few, I mean.
Yeah, I agree that, when we mention about the innovation, I think it's one of the keywords that we can hear from the two sessions, and also it has been mentioned in Chinese government's reports every year. So I think that new industries and sectors are very encouraging because they are not only able to improve the productivity, but also are creating a better support to the related supply chains. In my understanding that there are several kind of policies that Chinese government will do. The first one is that we have some incorporation for those new startups. It's including small and medium-sized enterprises. They can do more to trying to make their abilities into the commercial usage. And second, I think it's also important that is we are going to make the two ends of the companies of the real big market to these research centers. And that is definitely one of the priority of China because we have such a huge market. And the third one is we also encourage the companies to try to do better with cooperation as our partners in other countries because we have the free trade agreements and we have a Belt and Road Initiative. We have so many kind of mechanism and the companies can benefit by China's supply chains, industrial chains, and also improve the resilience on the value chains. So I believe that those innovation-based sectors are still in a very earlier stage when we are discussing about the possibility. I think it's still too early to trying to make a estimate about a precise estimate about the market size. But I believe that it's not only just in one sector; it is a horizontal impact to the world trade, including to improve the goods and also to make a better quality of the better services in the future.
Right. Thanks for sharing, really. Let me turn to our